tell. Thank you. Okay. Until they don't check what it is. Yeah. Can you imagine? I can change. That's good. Mexico, thank you. Again. Like it was good. That was good. It was like perfect, but then I went.
Gentlemen, you ready? Looks like it.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
ready. Yeah, like
Israel? Javier, you ready?
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you in the wings, please, if you could either move out or quiet down. Thank you. Welcome to the 2016 World's Press Conference for the men's short. We have in first place Yuzuru Hanyu. We have in second place Javier Fernandez. And in third place, Patrick Chen. Before asking a question, please raise your hand. We'll have someone bring you a microphone so that we can hear that you properly. And again, we are thanking Akiko, who is going to translate for Mr. Hanyu. We'll start with an opening statement from Yuzuru.
はい、日本語で喋ります。まず今日は、そうですね、非常に緊張していたというか、いつもよりもなんか緊張の質がちょっと違って、何かそうですね、ちょっと自分の中で心の状態というか、そういうものがぐちゃぐちゃしていたかなという気持ちはありましたけれども、ただそういうこともしっかりと踏まえて、ここの世界選手権という舞台で、一番大きな舞台で、しっかりとまとめられたことが嬉しいかなというふうに思います。ただステップであったり4回転トーループであったり、まだまだ改善の余地はあると思うので、また来シーズンと言わずに、あさってに向けてしっかり改善していきたいと思います。
I was pretty nervous today, and just the quality of the nervousness was a little bit different from usual. It's hard to explain, but I felt a little unsettling in my mind. But still, I was able to pull out good performance at this the biggest competition of the season at the World Championship. So I'm pretty happy. There are room to improve, like my steps and the quad toe. So I'm not even thinking about the next season, but I want to improve that for the free program.
Javier?
Little mistake in the quad out. Gotta say, I felt great actually going through it, and I guess in the landing I just lose a little bit the balance. But I think the program was great. I try not to give any points away in like the steps or the spins, and the program itself is pretty good. So more than the mistake, I think everything was pretty good. That's why I think I got the big score, even having a fall in the second quad. Still adding 2 quads is really difficult. So you know, when we put this in a program, when we decided to put 2 quads, we knew it was more risk to make mistakes in this program. So anyways, it's, hopefully in the free program I can keep myself more concentrate, and like this I don't do any more mistakes, because Yusu already is like 10 points away, and I'm gonna try to make the best program I can.
And Patrick?
Good performance. I felt happy getting off the ice, and of course part of it is because I'm relieved. There's a lot of pressure that I haven't been familiar with for 2 seasons, so getting back into it is different. But if I look at how I felt mentally and physically going into the program from Skate Canada to now, I think that's just I should be I'm very happy with how much I've improved already this year, being a comeback year. To be in the last group, to be in even top 3 for me is a huge achievement. So I'm happy with the results, and I'm happy with how I skated, how I performed, despite the triple axel. But overall this year, it's been a great year for my triple axel and my performance. It's at another level.
We're going to open it up for questions. Again, please wait for the microphone. Start with you, Phil. Or Renee?
Oh, yeah, where are we
Start
starting?
with Phil.
For user of Philip Hirsch of Ice Network, you've set an impossibly high standard over the latter part of the Grand Prix season. You're kind of competing only against yourself now. How hard is that to be competing against that standard? And but you were very emotional at the end of it. You screamed and yelled. You've done that before, but you seem to be particularly emotional this time. Could you explain why that was?
Well, I feel really difficult for me because I can't explain, so I'm speaking Japanese. Sorry. やはり皆さんが思うその基準の点数というか、皆さんが思うその基準のパフォーマンスというものが非常に上がってきているので、自分自身ももちろんそのプレッシャーというかそういうものをすごく感じていますけれども、ただ自分がやるプログラムであったり、またはそのパフォーマンスの、その質というものは全くもって目指すものは変わってはいないので、とにかくその周りが何と言おうと自分自身が一番自信を持って、またはすごくスケートをしながら幸せだなということを感じながらやれたかなというふうに今日は思っています。
Yes, I do feel the expectation of my standard has been rising, and I do feel the pressure actually, but it doesn't really affect my performance as how I'm supposed to keep up my quality. And I want to really enjoy my skating, and I think I was able to show that today. あと、演技が終わった後で非常に感情を表したので、前にもやりましたけど、今日はどういう気持ちで
Hang on, please.
The second half of the question.
Okay. 先ほども言ったように今日の感覚はすごくいつもと違っていて、そのオリンピックでもちろんショートプログラムは100点初めて超えましたし、もちろん全日本選手権もすごく緊張するし、ファイナルだって緊張しますけれども、すごくその違いというか今までの自分の試合経験からでは全く違ったような心境にあったので、それがその中でもしっかりいい演技ができたことがすごく嬉しかったなというふうに思っています。
The reason that I was so emotional at the end today was because I felt kind of different today. It's hard to explain that at the Olympics I was able to exceed 100 points at the short program, and I did get nervous at the Japanese national or Grand Prix final, but today it just felt very different. And with that circumstance, I was still able to pull out a good performance, so that's why I showed my emotion so strongly.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you. Patrick, thank you to be back to Worlds first, and thank you for your great program. You've always tried to show a specific vision of complete skating, especially in steps. Can you expand on that and on the way you've seen skating keep going without you for 2 years, and now you're back? How can you further the depth of your steps in skating and the importance of steps in skating?
I think saying steps is a very general term. I think for me, I look at the bigger picture. If, I can leave tomorrow and live a life that I will forever be happy with and extremely successful. So coming here and competing and putting myself through this kind of stress and pressure and competing against the best is a tough situation. So I have to find a reason why to do it, and it's the reason why the greats have a hard time leaving, because they feel like they have always more to give. For me, giving more isn't necessarily, I think, jumps. It's a lot about how the performance itself makes me feel, not how the performance gives me these crazy numbers and rankings or so on. I'm here because the feeling and that sheer joy of what that performance feels like. For example, like at Four Continents, coming back from 5th place in the short and coming and doing a program that I've never ever done, I would say close to perfectly. That feeling is like beyond any kind of feeling that you get standing on any kind of podium, Olympics or Worlds. That feeling I got when I got off the ice and waiting for my marks, it could have been 5 points and I wouldn't have given a damn, because that performance was so exhilarating. And that for me is what I want to strive for. Now, do I get that from doing more steps? Maybe, but that's something that Kathy and David and I, we work every year to push the boundaries, and I shouldn't even say push the boundaries, just experiment and try something different and try to emote something different within the audience and myself.
In the back, please. This way, Renee.
My question to all three skaters. All of you are world champions. They say it is more difficult to defend the title than to win the title, and in my eyes, you are all defending something. Is there something that you definitely want to defend in this at this event? And what was your mindset when you start the first note of your short program?
We'll start with Yuzu, please.
僕は別に何も感じてないです。ただもちろんここに来るまではすごく何かなんですかね、隣にいるハビエルがね、去年は優勝しましたし、もちろんパトリック・チャン選手も自分がまだまだすごく追いかける立場の時は3回も優勝していらっしゃいますし、もちろんすごく自分自身リスペクトをしているというか、本当に尊敬している2人のスケーターでもありますし、もちろんこの表彰式っていうか、このプレスカンファレンスにいない選手たちでも本当に尊敬しています。何が言いたいか分からなくなっちゃったなんていうか、尊敬しているからこそ自分自身がその中で1位になりたいっていう思いはすごく強くありますし、また練習している時、特に練習している時に関しては絶対にワールドチャンピオンになってやるっていうふうにすごく思ってきました。ただ今回こうやってショートプログラムを滑ってみて、なんかあんまりそういうことを考えずに滑りましたし、またなんかそれが自分の中での一つの答えっていうか、またそれも一つの集中する手段なのかなっていうふうにも思いました。
I don't particularly feel that I was defending anything actually here. That before I come here, I was thinking about Javier, who's sitting next to me, and also Patrick. He's a 3 times world champion, and I respect both of them. There are other skaters who's not here that I respect a lot. And then he said, well, I kind of lost what I wanted to say. Then he said, when I was practicing, because I respect all the other skaters, I wanted to become number 1 because I respect others so much. So as I was practicing, I wanted to become a world champion again. But while I was skating short program today, I was kind of released from that feeling, and I just skated. And I was able to focus on my skating today, and I kind of felt that was actually my right answer, that what I did today.
Javier, more to maybe the not only the challenge of defending, but the trying to attain another world title.
Well, not only like there is so many good skaters in this competition, and it can be so many surprises because you never know what is going to happen. Every competition, every season is way different. So that's why I think to get a world title for second time sometimes is even more difficult, right? Like you were world champion one time, and it's like if you were following your life just to get it again, maybe that's gonna pull you off a little bit in other ways. I don't know. I honestly today when I was skating, I didn't remember. I was defending. I didn't remember I had to defend my title. Really, it was not in my mind, and it is true that during the season in some competitions, I was thinking about myself, like if I do something wrong, they're gonna be the world champion is doing mistakes. But today I didn't have that feeling at all, and hopefully it keeps the same for the free program because it kind of calms you down a little bit, and you just focus about what you really have to do.
And Patrick, please.
Being away from 2 World Championships, this one feels a bit like my first ones again. Just because I'm a different skater, different person, a bit older now than the ones I've won. So it's just a fresh start. It was kind of refreshing to be back, especially one in Boston in North America, which will be probably my last. So I just enjoyed it.
I think that's probably enough for tonight, everyone. I want to thank the contestants and congratulate you all. Photographers, please remember to give us your tags before you end. And gentlemen, if you would stand up and pose for photos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No worries. Make it more free, pal. Hey, Javier. You're good. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much for a great time.
Okay. Yes. You bet. Good luck on that.